Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. This kit is called Christmas Story by twolilbees, and it is a super deluxe kit just because I picked up so many add-ons and I have a lot left over as usual, but I love Maria's add-ons and they're very, very fun to play with. And yeah, so I had so much fun planning with this kit, and this was my Christmas week kit. So Merry Christmas if you celebrate and Happy Holidays. And I know this is actually going up on New Year's Eve, so I was hoping to have gotten this up probably earlier in the week, but I started getting really busy and I just really wanted to relax and enjoy my break. And I also I don't know, I just was kind of a little bit burnt out from pumping out Plan With Me's left and right. So I was doing a really, really good job, and I have been, and I still am. I'm caught up. The next Plan With Me I'll be doing is for the week of New Year's, so I'll have that up in the next week or so. And I'm really excited because I'm hoping to have two New Year's Plan With Me's because I think my next planner starts, I think the first week of January, of course, but I was hoping to still use like a New Year's kit inspired kit for that week as well, even though it's in a new planner and I already planned it in this one. But I have one from Crafts by Towie and then one from Miss and Meow, so really hoping to be able to plan two, and it's going to be really exciting and very, very fun. But I do have a referral link for twolilbees if you're interested. That is linked down below. You'll save some money. I think it's with your first order. With every order, I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but definitely check it out. And this kit is in gold foil. It's definitely like a traditional gold, but it's very pretty and it's very twolilbees. Like, it's her standard gold that she's always used, and it's very festive. It's perfect for this kit. I fell in love with this kit because of the houses and like the village scene. It's so incredibly beautiful, and it's stunning. I also pulled in some extra hanging lights from Sadie Stickers, and I did a lot with my washi section, more than I usually do, but I love how it turned out. Okay, so I had to slow down the day cover section. It was going way too fast, so I forgot where I left off. This is a beautiful kit. I had so much fun planning with it. I was actually a little bit worried about having too many houses and villages everywhere, especially the washi and day cover section, but I love how it turned out. I think I did a pretty good job at separating the day cover section design, or like layering, from the washi section and vice versa, so it didn't look like a complete replica. And that can be very challenging when kits have the same clip art pieces over and over again. And I tried my best because I bought a bunch of extras and add-ons that had all of those like house strips, and I tried not to use it everywhere even though I wanted to, because it's just so cute and beautiful and I wasn't sure when I was going to use it again. So I found a way, and you'll see later on how I mark some stuff in the day-to-day to incorporate the houses and then also include it in the day cover section without it looking exactly like the bottom washi section. And here I'm using some garlands. This has always been my trick to make the tree look like it's decorated with like lights, as in the foil. So that's really beautiful and fun, and I loved all the clip art pieces that came with this, even the animals. I don't usually plan with animals in my kits or my spreads, but I think this was perfect, and I loved the deer, and then I loved the dog. It was so cute and adorable. And then of course all the different like house elements, like here you have the front porch area, the fireplace. I just think it turned out really pretty, and I loved like the sled, and what else? There was like a rocking chair and a few more things, and garlands and stockings and stuff like that. So it's really pretty, and I think I did a good job by making like both sides of the day cover section look similar but different, if that makes any sense. And as always, I pulled in the torn paper from the journaling page. This is so beautiful. One thing that I really loved that Maria did was she used torn paper but with like a scene instead of just like a pattern or a solid color on torn paper. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but I love that she made basically like a full box or scene design with a torn paper cutout. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's basically what I used on the first half of the day cover section above the month section. That was really beautiful, and you'll probably see that again here shortly. And here I'm just layering the garlands over the trees to foil it up and make it look like it's sparkling as if it had lights. So that's just kind of my little trick. I've been doing that, I think, since 2019, since Honey Inked came out with garlands, and then garlands started, trending, and it was just really fun, and I love that they're everywhere now. So here's what I'm talking about. This section here with the whole house and the the gate and the fence and stuff, that is actually cut out as like a torn paper, but you can't really tell because the background is this like off-white cream color. So it matches and blends into the paper pretty well. So it's really hard to tell, but it is like a torn paper cutout, if that makes any sense. But I love how that turned out. It's so beautiful, and I'll actually use something similar over on Wednesday to mark Hello Winter, and you'll see that later on in the plan with me. But I loved the floral trim. This was very fun to pull in, and I love using that as like a header section on the first row. That's been kind of my favorite thing to do instead of using headers up there. And I've just not really been into using headers. I'll use them typically above full boxes, but they're just kind of like a standard, and it's not something that I feel like I need to use all the time. So I wanted to just go ahead and just use the floral piece instead, and I think I did that in my last plan with me as well. Unfortunately, I ruined one of the doily trims here. You'll see that I did it like every other day, and I was alternating between the pink and the this like mint green what's it called? Lace design or doily design, but I ruined it on Monday, and you'll see later on I just end up switching it. But here I used the frame, the Polaroid frame. I liked that the center white section was already cut out for you, and I put this house with the trees behind it to make it my own little scene here, and I love how that turned out. I added the corner florals. I love her corner florals. They are so good. And here's another torn paper that's just like a solid foiled color, and this is what I'm talking about, how most shops have this, but I think Maria is the first shop that I've personally seen or used a kit from that has like a scene that is in that kind of paper design, so, or torn paper design. I really love that. And this garland here is so beautiful. I wanted to add some extra foil elements so it looks like it was all like one cohesive piece, and of course added ornaments and snowflakes everywhere, and I just really like how this section turned out. It's really pretty. I'm pulling in a lot of different accents from several shops like Honey Inked, Sadie Stickers, and I think the Pretty Pink Co. and Paper Trail Plans and Miss and Meow, so I'm just pulling a ton of different accents, mostly dot accents from several shops, but a lot of the hanging elements and ornaments are from Honey Inked and Sadie Stickers. So here we are on the day by day. I hope I didn't go too fast on the sidebar. This is going to be a super long plan with me, so, or a longer plan with me, and I've been trying to keep my plan with me's below like less than 25 minutes because I feel like I've been at like averaging at 23 minutes, and it can be kind of challenging doing a long voiceover, so I try to just kind of keep it under 23 minutes if I can. And I don't think I've done a longer plan with me than that, but since I've been doing so much more layering and intricate day covers and bottom washi, and sometimes when I do all of it at once, my voiceovers end up being significantly longer. Okay, so on Monday, I just wanted to mark cuddles and 2 walks with Jace. So I used the fence there to make a little scene with the dog, and that turned out so cute. I'm obsessed with that section. I also had physical therapy this day at 12 p.m. And then I had 2 meetings. So to mark all my meetings, I got this add-on with the like tiny washi or like shorter washi strips. And I think it's intended for like a Hobonichi or something like that. But I love how it turned out, and I ended up cutting these stamps out of it. And it's so cute. I used them individually because I knew I wanted to use those stamps. Stamps are one of my favorite things in journaling add-ons, and they're so adorable. I personally just wish there were smaller stamp sizes. I think like they're either this like rectangular midi size or they're taller vertically, so it's kind of challenging to pull them in because they're quite large, but it's really nice to have them as a layering element without it, like without having to use a floral or something like that. And at times it can be challenging because it is quite large, but I like the shape and the design of the frame. So that's why I like to pull them in. So just putting that out there, if shops could design like smaller sized, what are those called? Stamps, probably a little bit larger than that cloud planner there. I think that would be so perfect and ideal. Um, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are if you enjoy using stamps that come in like journaling add-ons. They're just really fun. So I had 2 meetings. I filmed a plan with me, and then I had therapy at night. So and here I'm pulling in some paper trail plan dainty dot dividers at the bottom to close that off. Definitely a staple I've learned from Moshe of Plan Mosh Plan, and then, or Lauren, sorry, of Plan Mosh Plan. And then here on Tuesday, wanted to mark 4 meetings consistently as I've been marking my meetings. I thankfully have not had like 5, 6, 7 meetings like I would have had in the past and it was like a regular thing. I feel like I'm starting to just average like, 1 to 3 meetings, and 4 meetings is like a heavy meeting day for me now, which is very rare. It's not as common, and that's been very nice because having like the 6, 7, 8 meetings a day was so much at one point. So I took Jason on a walk, and then I had an appointment for something with work. So I just used my Jeep sticker that's a custom from Panda Bird Design. I layered two of those swatch like midi boxes over each other, and I used the one with the floral design on the back and then a simple one in the front so that it wasn't too busy. And here I'm just trying to figure out how to use this house like divider. It's so freaking pretty. I'm so obsessed with it. And I'm very proud of myself for using one on both sides of the spread. And I didn't want to do one like in every single row because it would have been like so much because I used houses at the top and then at the bottom, of course. So I tried my best not to use that house divider on the top and bottom rows, and I just tried to stay within like I don't know. I don't know if I was super successful in the second half, but I tried my best. And I just wanted it to look more balanced. And here I'm talking about here's an example I was talking about with the torn paper of like a photo or like I don't know how to describe it, like of a scene, instead of it just being one solid color or just a continuous pattern. It's actually a really organic cutout and like torn look of a scene, which is so beautiful. And I love how this turned out because I'm able to really layer and make a scene myself, and it turned out so pretty, and I had so much fun making that section to mark Hello Winter. So anyways, back onto Tuesday, I grabbed sushi after that appointment I had for work, and then I did some cardio, and then I reached 10,000 steps this day, so that was really, really cool. I try my best to mark that. Sometimes, well, most days I average about 7 or 8,000 steps. I try to do more. I've just been really bad about it lately. Even if I still do work out, I still don't hit that. And it's definitely a goal because I don't want to be as stationary, and trying to be better about that. So on Wednesday, I wanted to mark Hello Winter. I'm glad I added that red like swatch box behind that torn scene with the tree and the fence. I think that added some of that. It added a really nice pop, and that was really pretty because I wanted the gold script to really pop off on something. So that was really pretty. Had one meeting and then uploaded a plan with me, and then I used the fireplace scene with the chairs and the tree and the ladder because I didn't really have anything else to mark that day. It was quite a low-key day. And all right, so on Thursday here, I just wanted to mark my friend's birthday, but first I'm going to mark that I had both of these days off. I had so much PTO I needed to use before it went to waste, so it was use it or lose it, and I think I was only able to roll over a certain amount into the new year, so I definitely wanted to take advantage of that and take some extra days off. So it was really nice. I had a really nice time just relaxing and planning and just having some me time, so and family time. So that was really nice. So here to mark day off, I just used one of the house dividers, and this was perfect because it was pretty much the length of two columns, and I just had to trim the slightest amount on the end there. And then I used a day off script. I think that's from Paper Trail Plans. Super beautiful. That's their new font, I think. And this reminds me of like a weekend banner, but instead using like the houses. So I love how it turned out. I wanted to just mark, having both of the days off, and then I'm pulling in some ornaments to hang from the floral divider or the floral trim that looks so pretty. I'm obsessed with how that turned out. And I wish I had this was one of those moments where I wish I had a day off script in foil, but it's just one of those things where like I don't take a lot of days off, and I didn't find that it was necessary to get it in all foil colors. So I'm perfectly content, I guess, with just it being in black. And back to my thing, if you are new here, I usually only get black scripts for, mundane, regular things like my meetings, like any kind of scripts to mark what I'm doing throughout the day. But if it's a birthday, a month, a holiday, introducing the new season or something, or a new month, then I'll usually get those in foil, including like my date scripts. So like here, painting nails, that's just black. I wanted to match my handwriting and the ink that I use, which is black ink. And it's also a lot more affordable to just get black scripts because getting all foil colors can get very expensive after a while, and then especially because I might only really use like one in one foil color a week or something. So this is just something that I chose to do as a way to save money, and also because I wanted it to really match the black ink with my handwriting throughout the whole week. So, um, like I was saying at the top, I just wanted to mark my friend's birthday, and I haven't been writing my friends' names for privacy reasons, and or sometimes I'll put the first letter of their name, but it's always saved in my phone calendar anyway, so it's not a big deal if I don't like write it down personally. But mostly for privacy reasons, I don't write it. But that is a happy birthday script from Paper Trail Plans, and then I love that Polaroid with the torn washi or the torn tape that's foiled. That's really really pretty. And of course, I used my favorite divider or droop, I don't want to say that word, from Sadie Stickers in addition to other ornaments. So at the bottom here, I painted my nails. I actually did like a Christmas themed nail set that you're seeing here. Watched Home Alone and Zootopia. I was really feeling like watching Zootopia for whatever reason, and I'm not mad about it. It's one of my favorite movies. It's so cute. And I marked so much rain initially, and this is when we got like the storm that was, I guess, it's just like everywhere. Some people were getting snow, we were getting a lot of rain, and it was wild. There was a lot happening. But thankfully we didn't lose power or anything like that. But instead of marking so much rain, you'll see later on that I switch it to wrapping gifts. I actually bought these holiday samplers from Paper Trail Plans in all foil colors, and I forgot I had them, which is so frustrating because I really liked the scripts on them. That's why I got them. They had really fun scripts that are seasonal and holiday specific, like wrapping gifts, holiday movie marathons, decorating your tree, eggnog, baking, gingerbread house making, stuff like that. So that's really why I wanted to get them and use them, but I forgot. I'm very bad about samplers. I need to really be better about using them because I love the scripts on them and they're super cute and fun. And I did pull in some ornaments and snowflakes from that sampler too. It's just a very functional freebie sample, or it's not a freebie, a very functional sampler. But they do send freebies with every order that are deluxe freebies, and they're great and they're so functional. They truly have some of the best freebies out there, honestly. That's my personal opinion, but they have really great freebies. Okay, so you'll see me switch that out later, but on Friday I had a self-care shower in the morning. I think I woke up at like 4 a.m. this day. I don't know why, I just couldn't sleep. Probably because I was excited, like it was, I was like off, I had day offs, and I just was excited to just do whatever I wanted. And then filmed a plan with me and had physical therapy this day. And it was actually kind of perfect that the days I was requesting off, I had appointments. So that was really nice to do that. It's always relaxing knowing like I don't have to rush and run around everywhere whenever I have appointments because I still have to work. So it's really nice to just have them on days off. And here I'm trying to use the holiday movie marathon script, and I ended up putting it on a full box because I didn't have space. And usually when you have like big things going on or celebrations and things, um, I feel like my days are jam-packed, and I want to mark a bunch of things, but I don't have the space for it. So I was really, really excited and happy to have those scripts from Paper Trail Plans, the holiday themed ones. So that was really fun. And then also at the end of Friday, we went to Barnes and Noble, and I treated my sister and myself to some new books. So that was really exciting. And I wanted to use this clipboard. I love Maria's clipboards, and then the book stand, or sorry, the book stack with the spine view. And then I just used one of the dainty dividers from Pretty Pink Co. to foil up that book from White Deer Stationery. That turned out really pretty. I love that. And then on Saturday, this is Christmas Eve, so you'll see that I'll pull in a Christmas Eve script over the full box. Again, I was trying to maximize the space, and I think that's the perfect thing about foiled scripts is if you can't mark it individually in the column, having it on a full box is really perfect, especially if a full box is not super busy already. That's really nice. So here I'm putting that in the fire. I think that turned out really pretty. It's kind of extra foiled and extra seasonal, I guess. All right, so Saturday morning, I woke up really early and I just did a lot of cleaning. I just was in a cleaning mood. I don't know, sometimes I get into that. But really quickly here, I am going back on to Thursday to change up marking. I took off the rain thing that I marked, and instead I just wanted to use the wrapped gifts. I completely forgot to write that down in my phone notes where I put down everything that I do every day so I can do my memory spreads. And I'm so glad I remembered because when I was looking through my White Deer stationery stickers, I saw this gift wrapping sticker and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to mark that. So I went back and I marked that, and thankfully I just had space for it. So it's really pretty. So one thing I noticed that on the holiday sample or sampler, it didn't have open gifts. So I just ended up taking off the word wrap and I just cut out the word gifts. Sorry, it's hard to say that. And just to mark that we opened gifts at midnight on Saturday. So I did that. So going back to Saturday, I did a lot of cleaning in the morning, like I said. I just really like my house to be tidy and clean prior to doing a bunch of cooking, and I just enjoy relaxing in a clean space because I feel like if it's messy and cluttered, it actually stresses me out even more and I get more anxious and I don't really enjoy relaxing because I see like there's so much to still do and clean up and tidy. So let me know if you're like that because I know some of my friends are the same way. So and then I did a leg workout and some cardio because I just wanted to get a workout in before all of the eating. And then I did some reading, read my new book here. So I used the book that came with the kit clip art, which was really fun and pretty. And then the read script is from Paper Trail Plans, and then I added a floral behind that. We we decorated some gingerbread houses this day. I've never decorated a gingerbread house or village before. To be honest with you, it's not my favorite thing. It's I guess it's fun and festive, but if you don't eat it, it just kind of sits there after the fact, and then you end up throwing it away. I guess it's just the doing it with family and friends is fun, but personally, it wasn't my favorite thing. Like I could honestly live without having to do it again. Like going out of my way to get it to do it with my family. But maybe if I have kids and stuff like that, like that's something that we could do. But as an adult, like okay, I got it out of the way and I did it once as an adult, like that's it. Like that's all I needed. It's like one of those things where okay, gave it a shot, you know? Okay, so I did that. We watched the movie Glass Onion. I think it was like a Knives Out mystery. It was really good. I liked it a lot. Daniel Craig was perfect for it. We opened gifts at midnight. Christmas Day. I love how I marked that just using the wreath and circle. That is so, so pretty. And then uploaded a plan with me as like a Christmas gift. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. It was the gingerbread house one. And then did some reading. I watched all of Wednesday this day. It was so good. Really, really enjoyed that show, and then had pecan pie and ice cream for dessert. So that is everything. Like I said, this is a super deluxe kit and I had so much left over. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you celebrate, I hope you had a very wonderful and happy, lovely Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Happy New Year since today is New Year's Eve. Happy 2023. This is crazy. I can't believe this year flew by. But to be honest with you, I'm really excited for 2023. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're doing well and we'll talk soon. Bye.